girls, B2 checking in with some more clicker heroes. That's right, the reunion is done for the weekend. I've got more time to game. I've got a Sunday lined up with clicker heroes, tiny rails, and I might even play a little Minecraft on my spare time. I haven't played with my buddies in a while. We like to get together and just fool around on there. So but anyway, let's take a look at this clicker heroes. And let's get into it. Let me readjust the screen so I can see what is going on here. So we logged in. I did upgrade a few minutes ago, get these guys started on some new quest. We are on the Knightmare challenge, and man, it's looking good. It's looking good. So we did upgrade Solomon, but I've got to put out some upgrades to, let's see, it'll be Juggernaut next, and then Bale. And then Mimsy. Hello, Mimsy. That's it's good for the for getting that treasure chest gold to really hype it up. So you'll notice we got over 499, so we did pick up Suchi, which was a huge boost. It allowed us to pick up some more mercs, some gilded heroes into WEP there. But you can see we're at level 7210. And whoa, what do we got here? What we got here? I'll show you the stats on the Ascension, and we can take a look at it. So it has been, it's just been a long weekend, starting way back on Thursday, when or Wednesday and Thursday from work and through on. But you can see we're up to O already up here, and so we are building. It's just taking us a little bit longer. Probably, I would say we should have transited back on the 14. The 14 level is where we've been averaging 14 to 16 with a pretty good output. So yeah, it did put us farther behind to do the challenge, but we realized that we could do that. So I'm going to finish off the challenge, and I'm going to go ahead and hire the rest of my guys in and push for that for the higher levels. So we'll pick up Dogcog, we'll pick up the Berserker, Snoop Morgy Morg, and we're going to throw this thing into overdrive there. So the Knightmare challenge is definitely a success. It was definitely interesting, but we are definitely past it now. So Nagardnet will take Kleptos. So we just got to update all these guys that are not idle, basically. So Energon will take, Vigor will take, Fortuna will take Fortuna. We'll grab Dora, which is the treasure chest. We'll grab Atman. We will grab Kumawaka Maru. We will grab Fragsworth there. We'll grab Heckenteer, the Wallops guy. And then Revolk, which is double, and that's it. Alright, so then we can just come through and let's go ahead and pump these guys up. Pump it up. Pump. Actually, we should just go by 10s to make it easier. 70, 80. Yeah, we can go to 80 on them all basically. So I'll go to 10, and then we'll bump them to 80. Or we'll bump to 90 if we hit too many, right? No big deal. 5, 6, 7. There we go. Boobos. And all we have to really do is just ascend again really quick, and we'd be able to buy the rest of these guys out. So no big deal. But we definitely want them because it's just slowing down too far at the end. So we know we could do it, but we just don't want to waste our time going all the way with it, right? This would be nice to have these extra treasure chests popping. Metal detector. Fragsworth. Let's wait because we're going to boost him all the way at the end. We'll get these... oops. We'll get these guys that go by level, that only can go to like level 80. We'll get them all boosted up real quick. Especially this guy, the next one, which is like Kumawaka Maru. So, dang it, hit it one too much. But you can see how it's 5 of 9. Watch. When it goes up to the next one, it'll be 3 of 5. That's why it gets so much quicker on there. So let's, we'll go ahead all the way with Mammon. Actually, whoops. That's a different guy. Morgulus is different. Let's just attack out there. Get him up there. And then Vager with the skill cooldowns. Alright, so what we were looking for is not Mammon, Fragsworth. There we go. So let's boost up Fragsworth. And you're going to see the DPS just killing it up here. Every time you upgrade, it multiplies out. So I mean, Fragsworth is just going to make everything so much quicker. And we're going to one-shot through. we're going to get him all the way up into the S. Now let's go back and make sure that we didn't miss anything. Bale all the way through. The Juggernaut we got. Some Mammon now. We're going to take him. We're going to boost this gold increase here, which is going to help us tremendously. Tremendously. Wow, man. We can get a lot of levels of Homeboy there. And then Morgulus is the last one to pop on damage, and you can see how the damage won't really change a lot. It does add a little bit if you watch it. Gosh, there's so many of these, man. To get him queued out. The big total's not even moving yet. Look. That's crazy. There we go. The big total's starting to move. And you can see how the damage is not, it's adding a little bit, not a whole lot, but so we'll just go ahead and queue him out. There we go. He's queued out, and now we can upgrade Suchi a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and add to this video in about an hour once all these new upgrades have pushed out, because we really have to start pushing for high level and get back on the Ascension hunt after the Knightmare Challenge. So I'll be right back, guys. Guys and girls, let's get back into it. A couple of hours have gone by. We've jumped up quite a few levels. So even if you look on here, that's another 300 levels. So let's go ahead and put these down into Suchi. And then let's get these guys updated here. I did bury a Merc, who I did not want to revive. My Fable one went on a 2-hour, and I had to revive that and use a candy cane. So let's say 30 more minutes, and hopefully we'll get our Leroy Jenkins. We're still waiting on Homeboy so we can get out of there. So, all right, let's go ahead and let loose the progression mode, amp up the double energized Dark Ritual, and to get moving. All right, so we're at 7,471 Suchi. We can go ahead and look at that. Wow, 6,000 levels on each one of these guys. Not that it matters. I mean, you're not going to show any damage on them, right? So it's not like we're going to, like, amp them up. It's just my OCD kicks in. I'm excited about it. So let's look at how long the Ascensions rolled for, 25 hours. But you can see, like, by ending the Knightmare Challenge and popping, because we were only doing 300, 400, 500 levels at a time. Now, look, 2,500 levels. And we've gone up to 218D, so you see how fast it does. It is possible to use the 5 Ancient deal. Sorry, I'm running tiny rails at the same time on my phone and trying to get through stations as I'm gaming this afternoon. First chance I've had to game in about 4 days, so you know I'm stoked about getting into some of that. All right, so I'm going to estimate 25 Ascensions before we'll actually take a transcension in, but we should be able to pop a pretty good, decent amount of levels. So these guys are clicking off. We got our double power surge going on. For those of you who are new, it is possible to loop power surge infinitely. Early on the game, it's probably your first boost that's going to be worth something as your power surge. You need roughly 80 levels in, what's it, Energon or something like that. Let me find out what that dude's name is. That's Metal Detector. Let's see, power surge right here, Berserker. You need about 80 levels in here to put him on an infinite cooldown. So this is 180 seconds of power surge, and look, the cooldown is 100. Look, the cooldown for him is 3 minutes and 23 seconds. So we're not quite in the loop yet, but we're very, very close. So if we were able to come down here to Vaegr and pump up Vaegr for the skill cooldowns as well, it would absolutely loop in there. I'm surprised that it's not looping, though. Am I missing something? I'm going to have to take a deeper look at this. But we'll be able to get set up here very, very shortly on the double loop. So, what else? Members, still on the same members, 27,000 for Malbec, 22K for Donuts, 21.5 on Mossy. And we did add a new guy, Hero Brain 145. So we're going to look for some activity out of him on the dailies here. I didn't see him on today's. Let's see if he's on yesterday's. We'll message him and let him know. But yes, he was active on yesterday. If he doesn't remain active, we will have another clan opening soon, so that won't be that bad. Let me see. I don't know how long I'm going to let this run before I ascend, because it's going to be a lot. 278 little D is going to be a lot to spend into these ancients that we're looking to boost up and continue on with the grind. So for now, though, it's not bad. We can let that run. What else do we need to take care of? Let's look and see how many. Let's take a look at stats real quick. Clicking. So I definitely have not done 892 million clicks. That's definitely the auto clickers doing that. Most clicks per second, 1,705. Wow. Critical click chance, 9%. And the multiplier is 270. 270 trillion a click. Good lord. Gold gained is looking good for this round. Hero souls. Monsters killed. Ascensions. The 908 world ascensions. Holy cow, man. That's a phenomenal total right there. Dark rituals used, 3 of 20. And that's an important point to bring up. Like, you can only use dark rituals 20 times in ascension. So if you're looking for a good deep run, you want to save that 10 times multiplier for like deep rounds, right? You don't want to hit it when you got like 5 DPS. You want to hit it when you got like 5 hashtag DPS. You know, when you get up in the high numbers, the scientific notations. Highest zone 9080. I think, yeah, there we go. Highest zone is 13303. Look at that Ponyboy status, golden. You know what movie quote that's from? All right, so anyway, that gives you a pretty good update on here and what the difference would be between using the 5 or using, you know, the full complement of Ancients anyway. So any questions, man? Again, hit me in the comments. We love this game. I love having comments on things that I'm not too sure about, that people chime in and say, no, it's times this and times that, and here this is this and that. I mean, it's about learning from each other. There's no one person that knows everything about it. I would say even the developer, we could challenge him on some of the stuff and make him rethink it. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Have a great weekend. Looking forward to a great week.